Howdy, folks. This is the Arkham Hillbilly, and I'm here with one of my band, the Nashville Shamblers, Leroy. And we were self-isolating out here, and we thought some of you folks who were self-isolating might like to hear our thoughts on the new H.P. Lovecraft movie, The Color Out of Space. Now, can you just hold that up for the folks there, Leroy? Thank you. Now, we saw this with the Nashville Shamblers just before the lockdown. Well, most of us saw it. JT got kicked out about halfway through on account of he was eating milk duds too loud. So Richard Stanley directed this movie, and he ain't made a movie in a long time after he was fired off of that movie about the animal people. Now, what was that movie called again, Leroy?
Castaway.
No, that ain't it.
Love Island.
That ain't even a movie, Leroy.
As good as it gets.
Okay, you're not helping, Leroy. So anyway, this movie is about what happened to the gardeners when the meteor fell and, the vegetables got all big and everything. And so the people on this farm in the movie, they start getting poisoned by something that's in the water. And it's starting to also make the animals act all weird, and then the plants are weird, and everything's weird. And it turns out it's all the fault of DuPont. And so this lawyer comes in, and he figures, oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking about Dark Waters. That's a different movie. You remember Dark Waters, Leroy?
No.
You saw with me just before the lockdown in the Nashville Shamblers.
Maybe.
Okay, well, anyway, after we saw this movie, now I mean The Color Out of Space now, not Dark Waters, although come to think of it, it was pretty similar. So after we saw this movie, Leroy, you said you thought it was kind of like a zeitgeisty movie about the coronavirus on account of its preys on people's fears about contamination.
Yep.
And also that you can't trust the government not to be lying about every damn thing.
Yep.
Yep. So this movie also has more alpacas in it than any movie I've ever seen. Like every time you look up at the screen, there's an alpaca in it. And it's actually got more alpacas in the movie than there are people, I think. Now, I want to make it clear to you folks that the gardeners did not keep alpacas. That is a Hollywood addition to the story. And personally, I think it was kind of a bit of product placement on behalf of the alpaca industry.
Big alpaca.
That's right, big alpaca. So big alpaca is probably thinking, we got a surplus of alpacas this year. We can probably offload some of these alpacas if we put a whole bunch of alpacas in the movie and then people see how cute they are. Now, personally, I think that's pretty stupid because I don't think anybody...
I got one.
You got an alpaca?
Yep.
After seeing the movie?
Yep.
What'd you do that for?
Liked them.
Where'd you get it?
JT.
JT got an alpaca?
Yep.
Since when?
After the movie.
Okay. Well, folks,
He got more.
He got more alpacas?
Yep.
How many?
10.
JT got 10 alpacas?
Yep.
I guess that's JT for you. But anyway.
Maybe 12.
Okay, we're just going to leave that whole business about the alpacas now and move on and say that this movie has also got Nicholas Cage in it, which is great because we ain't seen Nicholas Cage in a while, ever since he made that movie about the crazy cult that was after his girlfriend. And what was that? What was that movie called, Leroy?
National Treasure.
No, it was more recent than that.
The Wicker Man remake.
You know we don't talk about that movie in this house.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Okay, well, anyway, folks, we like this movie. It's got Nicolas Cage in it. It's got alpacas. It's got a meteor. I think you should go see it when the lockdown is over. And when you do, why not smuggle into the theater a delicious bottle? Leroy!